Hello, hello. Guys, am I audible now? If you guys can hear me, you can respond yes in the comments. So let's run this command. Hello, am I audible? Okay, so let's get started. So this is my cursor, guys. I have set up the ARC AGI benchmark, and let's see. We'll have to go to this link, and it should be ready there. Yes. Let's see. So let's paste this link. Okay. Okay. L is missing. Yes. Now. Yes. So we have the interface now. Let's see. Let's go to the Grok website. So this is the Grok interface, guys, and this is the ARC benchmark. Let's see if there is any way to have these two side by side. So yeah, I think this will do. Okay, so on the right side we have the Grok interface, and here we have the ARC benchmark. So we'll have to mention Grok here, Grok 3 beta. That will do. Let's let's start testing. So here you can see this is the interface. If you have seen ARC benchmark, you might be familiar with it. So you will have examples like this, and one input test. You have to actually predict what will be the response. So let's copy the task prompt and then set to Grok 3. Let's see. Okay, that's blazing fast. We'll copy the response. We'll paste it here and show grid. Okay, so that is wrong. Let's move on to the next one. So this is how I test the models. Now you can see this one. By looking at the examples, you will be very familiar with what the response should be. For human it's actually very easy, but for these models it's very tough. So you just have to fill these places with yellow grid. So let's copy this and let's see if Grok is able to do it. If you want to see the prompt here, you can see I'm just scrolling these. You have examples here. Example 1, example 2, input output. So this is the exact way how they tested for O3 and all those models that are text only. So we are using the same format. So let's see. Meanwhile, if you want to see the results, if you click show results, you can see it says accuracy not allowed, success rate 0. So now let's copy this. Let's paste and let's see. If you click show grade, you can see what the response of the model was in a way we can understand. So we can see that Grok has actually tried to fill it out, but see this one. This was not the one which should have been filled, but Grok has thought that you have to fill this one as well, but that's not right. And even these places, it was not able to do. So that's wrong. We'll have to hit fail. So now moving on to this one. Here we can see here the pattern is actually extending. So let's see. Let's copy the task prompt and hit new chat over here and let's end this. Okay, that was blazing fast. Yeah, I never thought you would be live streaming. Yeah, me too, bro. But I thought it's kind of good. I mean, like I just thought if it was good to actually show the BTS of how I do the ARC AGI testing. Okay. So this one is wrong. Yeah, it seems that it has tried to extend this, but that's a wrong answer. So we'll give a fail. So looking at this, we see that there is some kind of merging over here. So let's copy the prompt. Looking at of all of these questions, many of these questions are actually kind of difficult for us as well. But this is AGI, na? We are testing for AGI, so they have to be state of the art. So let's see. Will you use the think mode too? Actually, just few hours before I was testing think mode, but the rate limit is very high. I mean, they are just providing 5 to 6 responses per day. So, my questions are actually more than that, around 15. So I have did 2 to 3 questions in reasoning. Then after that, I hit the rate limit. So, okay, we have the response. Let's copy this and let's see. Show grade. Correct. Okay. So it got the correct answer. Let's see the results. Okay. So you can see accuracy is 25%. 1 out of 4. Nice. So the highest is from 3.5 Sonnet. I haven't started that server. In that it is shown. If you have seen my previous video, you will know that it's 32.5%. That is the highest that I've got from 3.5 Sonnet. So let's see if Grok 3 is able to beat it. Let's see. So we have got the response. Let's copy this. Show grid. Okay, so that is wrong. So we have to hit fail, and then this is the next task. Okay, so this is kind of easy, I think. The one cell that overlaps, you have to pick that one. So according to that, I think it will be this one, right? This should be the one. Let's see. I think Grok will get this right. So let's send this. Okay, that was pretty fast. Copy this. Show grid. Okay, so it got the wrong one. I can see. I think I have to mention red over here. So let's see. Let's submit. Okay, so for us it was a correct solution, but Grok was not able to do it. So we have to give a fail. Moving on to this test. Okay, so this one just goes on repeating. So let's see. Let's copy the task prompt and let's paste this. Let's paste this and show grid. Okay, so the pattern is nowhere near to what was expected. Doesn't seem so much promising for the Grok 3 model. Success rate is 1:7. Let's see. So, okay, this one is also easy. You can see the red one actually moves to get attached to the blue one in all of these. So, let's see. I think it will be something like this. Okay, use the think mode. Yeah, yeah. Let me actually show you something. So, I have actually used up the limits, but it shows. Let me see if it works. So, let's do one thing. Let's send the next question to the thinking model if I have the credits left. So you can see the limit reached. Actually, I did, I was making the video comparing DeepSeek R1 and O3 Mini High, but I just used up the credits. So it will take 2 to 3 days for that video to come. So you can see why I'm not using the think mode. So let's do one thing. Let's copy the prompt. Where is the new chat? Yes, okay. Now send this one. This is pretty easy question. So I think Grok should be able to do this. Okay. We have the response. Copy this and let's see. Okay, so it doesn't get it. That is a fail. Percentage is going low. Now this one. Okay, so these are red squares and we have to actually connect them. Nothing more than that. We have to just connect the red ones. So I think if I try it out, I think it should be something like this. So this, and there is only one green, so nothing to connect. Let's try this out. Correct solution. So as you know, it's actually easy for us, but it is hard for these models to do it. 3.5 sonnet was very good. Actually surprising, if I'm being honest. So let's send this to the Grok model. Let's copy this and let's see. Show grid. Okay. So it was able to connect, but why did it make this connection? Okay, so it's completely different. It understood that it has to make connections, but just completely messed up. So that is a fail. Okay, guys. So just to make things faster, I'll be going a bit fast. So let's see. Let's copy this and okay, that was correct. Nice. It at least got something right. So that's nice. Let's copy this prompt. Send this. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, man, it's absolutely awesome to reach 1K subs, and also my monetization just got approved. So I'm very happy. All thanks to you guys. I mean, like, I never thought I would see the estimated revenue, all of that things, you just hear in the internet and you never see it. But I mean, like, I got a bit emotional. Okay, so this is wrong. We have to give fail. Let's copy this prompt and let's see. Show grid. Okay. Okay, it has tried to do it, but was actually not right. So fail, and then let's move on to this one. Let's copy this prompt. Let's send this. Okay, we'll have to do a retry, I guess. Send this. Okay, so that was wrong. So by the way, guys, if you think, if you are just wondering that from where I am getting the correct answer, so let me just show you. So this is my cursor, and if I go to data and evaluation, let's pick any question. So here you can see, all the data is mentioned over here. The correct output which should come is also mentioned. And here, when we click show grid, this answer is compared to that one directly, matrix to matrix. So that is how. So let's see the results. 15%. Okay, now it's good. Okay. So let's see this one. Let's copy the prompt. Let's send this. One thing I like about this pre-training models is, the response is blazing fast. I mean, like in the meanwhile, you will get a response from DeepSeek R1. It will take around 3 to 4 minutes. You can actually do up to 5 to 6 retries on pre-training models. Let's hit a refresh. Okay. Okay, so the server went off, I guess. Let's open it up. Start the server. So this is the usual hassle that I go through. Meanwhile, guys, have you seen my latest video on Claude 3.5 Sonnet, Grok 3 and DeepSeek V3? What do you guys think about that? If you have watched. So many were actually wanted to see the thinking models comparison, but I didn't have access. Okay, so the server is starting again. Okay, we are back. Maybe I'll have to mention again. So 3 beta. Start testing. Okay. This time I'll make it fast. Let's copy this. Show grid. Wrong. Fail. Copy. Okay. Yes, good. Thank you, Swakta. Andrew says that's one of the few I haven't seen. I mean, like, you should see that video. It's quite good. I mean, like, I think that's the first time when I've actually brought all the best state of the models together. Okay, so that's fail. Let's send this. That's a fail. Copy. Let's send this. Show grid. That was correct. Okay. So it is pretty consistent. The things that it got right for the first time, it's again getting it right. So let's copy the prompt. LHS says I like watching these comparisons. Thanks. Thank you, man. I'm thinking to improve it but there are some hurdles, API pricing and everything. Wrong, so fail. Let's send this. Okay, so I think we have hit the limit or something. Let's see. Okay, guys, so we have hit the limit. I just wanted to show you the first part of this. So offline, I'll be doing the complete testing because I have to wait for the limits to reset. So slowly and gradually, there are 400 questions. So I'll be covering them somehow. And by the end, when there is the last 30 or 40 questions, I will come live again. Meanwhile, let me just see the results so far. Let me just store this. Also this one. And if you actually want to see 3.5 sonnets output, let me show you that. ARC AGI Public, I think this is the one. So okay, let's see if I'm able to show. Swagata says, I'm waiting for Big Brain. Really want to see what they have done there. Yeah, man. I think Big Brain is kind of more thinking. It's their version of O3 Mini Medium and O3 Mini High. So I actually wanted to wait for Super Grok, but I mean, like, they were very lazy in actually updating the interface and everything. After their live stream, there was no clue what to do, how to get access. So I just went for premium plus subscription, and just one day after that, we have Super Grok. Okay, so the interface is getting started. Yeah, so the server is starting. Let's see. Meanwhile, let me show you something, the agentic behavior of Claude 3.5 Sonnet. So people tell that, it's a very good coding model, but I don't think that's the main reason why it performs so good. I think the main reason is its agentic performance. You can see, maybe I don't know if it's visible or not. Here it tries to actually, start up the server, but then it finds out that it's not starting out. Then it's, you know, doing these tests. Here you can see it has tried to start here, looking at the log files. Again, it's doing that, whether the server is running or not. So, this back and forth testing, the capability of using these tools, that is what makes 3.5 Sonnet best. Yeah, yeah, pro mode. Yeah, I think Big Brain is comparison to pro mode. If I someday have the money to buy $200 subscription, then we can do a comparison. Okay, the server is now running, I guess. See, that's what I'm telling. 3.5 Sonnet is not the best. It will not get things at the first try, but it knows where I'm getting wrong, what are the files that I'm missing, and eventually it will make things work. So let's see. I think, yeah, this is the server. Okay, guys. So this is another interface of the ARC AGI. Here, what we do is we do auto testing using, you know, the API. So let me actually show you. Here you can see this is the automated testing interface. So if we go on to models, we can pick one model and actually try it out. O3 mini high is going to be very pricey, but let me actually show you. I'll just show few messages. I mean, like number of test cases, because O3 mini is very pricey. I will approximately need $40 to $50, and I can do a live stream if I get super chats and anything like that. So let's put the model name. Let's do 5 questions. Okay, I think that will be good. So let's start testing then. Okay. So Claude 4 Sonnet will be crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, the absolute success run of Claude 3.5 Sonnet is amazing. It was released somewhere around October, and I mean, like, still it's performing way good. This is what happening in the front end. Let me show you the back end. Okay, so here you can see in the back end all these messages are being sent and everything. Will you be testing Kimi? So testing Kimi is kind of difficult. The problem is that, let's actually go to the website just as you speak. So Kimi website. See, this sentence is written, this word is written right, long thinking. So that thinking is very long. That's the issue. It I was just trying out one of my prompts. Let's actually do one thing. Let's try one of my prompts. That will be good. Let's do a live testing. So, should I pick a hard one or easy one? I'll pick this one. I don't want to pick the easy one as well because it's a thinking model and it should be fair. Let me send this and let's see if we actually get to a response. So, here is the testing, right? Okay, the testing is going on. They say GPT 4.5 is supposed to drop next week too. Never a dull moment. Yeah, that will be awesome. Finally, an increment to the number. Instead of just adding, you know, alphabets behind 4, they are actually going to increment the number. Okay, so try again. Okay, so it's not working for some reason. Okay, now it has started thinking. Let's see. I think in the model paper actually they have mentioned that they allow the model to think as much as they want. I'm talking about the Kimi model. So for that reason it thinks way longer. In the paper they mentioned that they have punishments so that the model doesn't overthink, but I don't know if it's working or not because it thinks for way long. They actually mean this word, long. Meanwhile, nothing is happening over here. It actually takes a lot of time for O3 mini high to come with responses, but it's usually awesome. So is it base mode non-thinking comparable to frontier base models? I think 3.5 Sonnet is one of the very good models which is comparable, and Gemini 2 Pro is one. So the actually the place where thinking models actually perform better is, when there is a long calculation. If I go to my testing, right, you can see this question. I have an initial balance of $100,000. This question, if you are familiar with it, the calculation is very easy. It's basic calculation, but it takes time. So the models have to do calculation continuously. So even the smaller models, smaller reasoning models, they get it right. But when it comes to even the very smart non-thinking models, they just skip it. And talking about coding, I think coding is slightly comparable, but if I compare Claude 3.5 Sonnet and O1 or O3 Mini High, I don't think Claude 3.5 Sonnet is close. People usually do front end coding, and Claude 3.5 Sonnet is very good in designs. That I have to say. If you have seen my video, you know that. But that doesn't mean it's core coding, getting the calculations. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, so Tech Prep AI says, I have Pro mode. I can run for you and share if you want. That is nice, bro. So, so you're talking about O1 Pro mode. Okay, you can see now Kimi model is still thinking. That's what I said. It will continue to think, and sometimes it will not give an output as well. So let's see the thinking if it is able to get the answer slightly right as so. Okay, it got A, and all other alphabets are wrong. The correct word is artificial. Okay, so you have ChatGPT Pro. Then I would like to. Okay, let me do one thing. I'll share you one question. Share this to that model. Let's see. Mm, mm, Okay, this one will be nice. So it's actually new for me. Actually, just a minute, guys. Just a minute. Okay, we are back. So I actually tried to share the question, but I think I can't do it. It is pretty long in the live chat, I guess. So you can have a look. This is the question. I've highlighted it. This is the question. You can type this question to the model and try it out. This one, question 4. Okay. Okay, you can take a screenshot and let's see. So this model is still thinking. Let's see if okay. We have a response. Guys, I told you, right? Sometimes it feels like, nothing is happening. The code is stuck, it's something wrong, but we have a response. You can see just in 2 questions, O3 Mini High was able to get one right. And the average time is 253 seconds. So if I compare to 3.5 Sonnet, 3.5 Sonnet takes, let me show you actually, if I go to the leaderboard, let's see if I am able to see the leaderboard. If I go to the leaderboard, here you can see the average time is 12 seconds, 32.5, followed by Flash 17.5%, 4 seconds, and 5 seconds, somewhere around that. GPT-4 Mini. So, where is 12 seconds and this one? 253 seconds. So, 3 Mini High just takes too much time. But I do think that, seeing its performance, I've tested it previously for around 10 questions. It was able to get around 4 to 5 right. That is a very good, you know, accuracy. Moving on to Kimi. Okay. So it's still thinking. So this is the issue with Kimi. I want to test it, but how will I test it? I have to get a response. For very hard questions like this, it just fails to give a response. And even this one is not even the hardest one. Meanwhile, guys, tell me what is your favorite model according to your usage? What we have found out. See. Okay, so running it now. Do tell me how much time does it take? Let's see. Give me chat. Okay. It's taking time to reload. If you have this many thinking tokens, it will probably do. I think Kimi is a very good model to, scrape this all of this thinking tokens and train a model. It will give you a lot of thinking tokens for a single question. Let's see if the O3 mini, yeah, it is running. See, it just feels like nothing is happening. The code is stuck, but it will come up with a response. Let me show you the tokens if actually how many tokens were used. So view usage. Yeah. Have a look at this, bro. Just have a look at this. 70,000 tokens for a question. Can you even imagine? 70,000 tokens. I think this is the highest. The highest I saw previously was around 20,000 tokens. This is 70,000 tokens for a single question. And the cost is $0.3. That's for one question. Okay, so we do have a moon here. I don't know what it's doing. I think it will continue to think. Okay, so we have a response from O3 mini high. It failed the third one. So average time is 271 seconds. It's nearly 5 minutes, right? Meanwhile, let's see when will my limits. So if somebody is watching now, somebody has joined now. We actually tested the Grok model for a few questions, but after that, I hit the rate limit. So I'll be doing the rest of the manual testing, in the back end. After that, when the last 5 to 10 questions are left, then I'll be coming back live. That will be around 4 to 5 hours. So I do think that Kimi model is stuck. Nothing can be done about it. Okay, so we do have some update. 52,000 tokens when it comes to O3 mini high. Again 13,000 tokens. So you can see that's how many tokens are used to get one single question. Okay, it finished now. Took 2 minutes and 54 seconds. O3 mini high got one more question right. Two questions right out of four. That's absolutely awesome. So that's one more question left. It will take 3 to 4 minutes more. So I do think that Kimi is stuck. It's not working. So that's the reason. The one who asked about the Kimi model. Yeah, Raymond. So that's the problem with Kimi. So tech prep, you can say what was the response? Yeah, guys, you can share what kind of comparisons do you want? Is the link not showing? The link is not showing. What you can, I mean, it may be it's getting rejected. What you can do is, you just tell me the last response. How many seating arrangements have unchanged? That number and who is that person whose seat hasn't changed? So I think it's now pretty much pointless to do a response in Kimi, even though let's do a retry. Okay, so exactly 1%, namely S. So it is comparable to what Owen came up with. There is exactly one person that is right, but the person name S, actually S is not the right one. So it's partially right. You can try that question out, then you will find out that actually it's Q, not S. Let's try this once again with Kimi. Let's send this question once again. So we should be getting a response from O3 Mini anytime now. Yeah, I have been watching your past videos. I know it's good. Yeah, I've seen that these models are very confusing when it comes to left and right. I had a previous seating arrangement question. Even in that one, they had this issue, left and right. So, what do you guys think about the Grok model, guys? Are you guys enjoying it? I think okay, the test was completed, I guess. Let's go to the leaderboard. You can see, guys, I just tested for 5 questions and it was able to get 2 right out of it, a 40% accuracy. So, the samples are less, 400 questions compared to 5 questions. That's the reason percentage is high. But I do think that maybe, it will be higher than 3.5 on it, substantially. Somewhere around 40, I guess. But, as I said, testing that model is very hard. Yeah. That's the problem, the I think they don't have enough servers to run the thinking model and everything. And I think that's a pretty big model. How much optimized is that model, we don't know, but it's a big model. It was trained on a very large cluster, so still they are able to maintain that kind of inference speed is very nice. But we'll see. Okay, guys, so I think Kimi will continue to think indefinitely. So this was the live stream, guys. So anyone who has joined just now, we have tested Grok for around 5 questions, I guess, and it was able to get 2 to 3. I think not 5 questions, 18 questions. Yeah, 18 questions, and it was able to get 1 or 2 right. So I'll be continuing the test in the backend. Let me show the screenshot actually. You can see this was the result. 5 questions and 20%. We did a previous run. We did a previous run, and in that there were 18 questions. So there is a bit back and forth here. I'll be continuing the test in the backend, and after that I'll be sharing you guys the result. Maybe last 5 to 10 questions. I'll join the live again and we'll end the testing together. Let's see what happens. So, this is what we did in our first live stream. It is the first time. If it was a bit here and there, a bit messy, then I'm sorry for that. But things will improve. Okay. Hey, my friend Michael. Okay, Michael, if you're new here, so I just did the Grok testing. I tested some 18 questions, and after that, I hit the rate limit. As you can see here, we have hit the rate limit. So I'll be doing the rest of the testing backend, and then I'll be joining again when there's the last 5 to 10 questions. Meanwhile, we did a small run of O3 mini high, and it got 2 questions right out of 5. You should have a Discord. Yeah, I think, I mean, like, YouTube has said that it will be having some kind of group system in the upcoming updates. So I'm waiting for that. But that's a good suggestion. Okay, guys. So thank you for joining. Do you guys have anything to ask just before I end this video? I mean, like, this live stream. Okay, I do. I'll check you out. Okay. Okay. So make sure you watch my previous videos. Just the previous one, actually. Let me show you this one, I guess. This one. I have compared Grok and DeepSeek 3.5 Sonnet and Gemini 2 Pro, one of the best ones, pre-training models. So you can watch that video, and I'll be making sure to come up with the reasoning model comparison as soon as possible. But it will take, you know, few days because the rate limit for the thinking model is way higher. I think it is around 5 to 6 responses every 24 hours. So my total questions are around 15, I guess. So it will take some time. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I was trying to share some information, and I was a bit happy after having hit 1K subscribers. Thanks for your content, brother. Thank you, Michael. Okay, guys, so I'm ending the live stream. I'll catch you guys in the next one.